What about the speed of consciousness? Is the speed of consciousness faster than light? No, not even close. The fastest measured nerve impulse travels at about 120 meters per second. Light, on the other hand, and I looked up the exact number just to be sure, travels at 299,792,458 meters per second. Which means that thought is 2,498,270.4 times slower than light. Thought is very slow. Consciousness is super fucking slow. And we know this not just because of the numbers, but because of the way that our bodies evolve. The reason we have reflexes, for example, the reason why we jerk back when we touch something hot, is because you're actually moving before that pain gets to your brain. Since thought is so slow, if that thought was allowed to get to your brain for you to process that info, you would really injure yourself. You'd be in contact with that hot object too long. So your body actually has these feedback loops, basically pathways of neurons that don't go all the way up to your brain. When you experience a very large pain that requires you to withdraw from an object, the nerve impulse will get to your spine and then go right back to your muscles, causing them to fire before the signal reaches your brain. That's what a pain reflex is. It later gets to your brain, you process it, and you feel the pain, and so on and so forth. But you're actually moving before you're even thinking about moving. Of course, that's for sensations traveling through the body. Even if you stay localized to the brain, thought is pretty slow. Like, sometimes the part of your brain that experiences an outside stimulus fires before the part of your brain that senses and reasons time. And that's one of the proposed reasons why we get deja vu. I'm doing a whole other video on that. So yeah, in a race, light beats out consciousness, like, hands down. Though, addendum, there is one way you could be right. In a fully deterministic universe, the future has already been made. Whether this is deterministic just because causality makes it deterministic, or this is deterministic because of the many worlds theory, it doesn't really matter. But in a fully deterministic world, we're not making the future, it's already out there. And light can never be faster than a future that already exists. That is essentially the light cone that I talked about in another video. Since light travels at a finite speed, there is a finite distance that anything could travel to actually meet and interact you from where you are standing right now. And anything outside that is outside your light cone and can't really interact with you in any way. In which case, your will, the things you have done, are already written into the future. And light can never catch up.